I already said this one.
Oh yeah, indeed.
I'll be waiting. And now the third letter from Cool and Sexual. And he's Coolin Sexual?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I wonder if that's the person who comes by every Friday. To Coolin, you are always so cute. What kind of clothes do you like? You can tell me, right? I'd like to see you in more than Maid and Miko clothes too. Like maybe a sailor uniform? Haha. Come again soon, master. Star. I don't usually do this outside of the cafe, but I had them get me a sailor uniform for this, so I'll be back in a minute.
Oh my god, they did!
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's amazing! That's amazing!
I tried making bento. Will you eat with me? This is the first time I've worn a sailor uniform, actually. It's a little drafty for this time of year. The next one is for Dr. Iwamine.
Oh dear.
Let's see if I can get him in here. What is it? Another stomach ache? Was last time's dose not enough? I have something a little more powerful. With a 42% chance of painful death as a side effect, that is. What? That's too much of a mortality rate. I'm not in enough of a hurry to play Russian roulette, you know. And don't go changing the background music like that. This is the question corner, doctor. There's a letter for you, and may I read it to you? What foolishness is. Very well. We shall discuss the compensation later, of course. I probably don't want to know what you'll ask for, but thank you. It's from someone named Yuya and was sent on December 6th. Yota's birthday is the 3rd, right? Happy birthday. Birthday.
Are you suddenly turning Dutch? Birthday.
Birthday.
I can't stand people who say it like that.
No, I'm sorry. Wow. Just hate.
You know, when it was my birthday, some people came and knocked on my door and sang happy birthday in that horrible accent, like happy birthday to you. And I was like,
thank you.
Indeed. I feel so special right now.
And the doctor is the 12th, so happy birthday to him too. Thank you, Yuya. So this person seems quite well informed. May I ask you a favor? My birthday is on the 7th. Could you celebrate for me? Just one congratulation from you would be better than Christmas and New Year's cards combined. Another December child. Happy birthday, Yuya. You should say something too, Doctor. Why? It is merely another year in their life. What reason is there to celebrate? Exactly my thoughts. But not that I had expected much from you anyway. I'm sorry, Yuya. I'll congratulate you for the doctor as well. Happy birthday! Merry Christmas! I feel like something else just got slipped in there. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope you have a good year. If perhaps you have a change of heart and decide how you would like to have your limbs and organs replaced, do let me know. Don't even joke about that sort of thing, Doctor. Seeing as the doctor is here, I'll read a few more of these. This one is a question for the doctor from Just Pudding. Do you have a CCOM alarm in the infirmary? Do you, doctor? No, I do not make a habit of relying on such establishments. I simply do not leave anything in there which would be troubling to have stolen. Use Gold Guard, easy and safe. I think not, Mr. Golgard. The doctor doesn't seem interested. And that's where I hide. Pardon me then. Please do call if you change your mind. Ah, he left his business card even though we didn't ask for it. I don't have any use for it. What about you, doctor? Likewise. Yeah, really. Time for the last one. Oh.
How do I do this?
This is from one helplessly in love. I am helplessly in love with round, adorable two-card portraits. Do all two-cards have the doctor's suspiciously fluffy face? What do you think, Doctor? A foolish question. I was visiting a town for the first time. The first man I met had a round face. Does everyone in that town have a round face? Or something like that. It's from someone outside the school, so maybe you could answer less aggressively? Aggressive? Whatever do you mean? I believe I answered in a clear and concise fashion. There are no species of birth without individual differences. This is hard. I suppose the doctor is right. There are differences between individuals. Maybe the best way to see it would be to go to the avian zoo in Kakegawa or Kobe? Kakegawa. Two-card partridge's eyes aren't completely round, so they do look a little bit lethargic or maybe suspicious. Also, when they hold their heads out, their necks are surprisingly thin. They can look very vulnerable when they're taking dust baths too.
Now I need to search for that on YouTube, you know.
Do you take dust baths, Doctor? What a quaint question. Dust bathing is a behavior which arose as a way of removing parasites from the body. Our lifestyles have progressed such that we no longer come into contact with parasites, and so it's no longer needed. You must do it every once in a while then. Our defenseless dust bathing Dr. Iwamine. A fascinating idea, if only because of how hard it is to imagine.
I know, right?
I think I'd like to see it. Curiosity killed the cat. Yes, I know. Is that enough? I believe the material from last night's experiment will be ready soon. And I would very much like to go home. Yes, we're done. Sorry for holding you up. Thank you. Why is everybody so uncooperative? I hope I can have someone who'll play along next time. Then again, there are so many letters for the doctor. I'll have to bring him back at some point. Maybe next time I should get him a present or something to butter him up beforehand. That's all, folks. Thank you for all the letters.
Human form questions?
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god, yes. I'll go right ahead.
Welcome to the Nishikikoji special talk show.
The very autistic person himself.
Good evening, folks. I am the grand autist who has offered his life, his very soul up to his imagination, Nishikikoji Tori. Welcome to our special time, which you shall spend with me. I don't imagine there are many listeners who don't already know it by heart, but allow me to give a brief introduction of my glorious exemplary career so far. Once I was the ace of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division of the Hawk Party Research Organization, and now I am a manager at the Crow Party. Also chief editor of the popular Golden Weekly magazine. I doubt anyone in the world is as busy as I am. You're all incredibly grateful that I'm taking this time out of my schedule to conduct a question and answer session, of course. Mr. Nishikikoji! Mr. Nishikikoji! Please open the door! Oh! Bah! It won't open no matter how we push or pull. It must be locked from the inside. What do we do? At this rate, an entire chapter of the radio program is going to be overrun by some unfortunate golden pheasant disaster. You in there! Open up this instant! You were bad enough in the Legumentine short. Are you planning to ruin this too? Do you think an outsider like you will go unpunished for this? We won't stop at charges of trespassing, you hooligan! It's awfully loud out there. Would the peanut gallery mind keeping its fevered gibberings to itself? Gibberings. This racket is in no way beautiful. Let me put on some music. Now then, let us begin my autistic question and answer session. The first is from a young lad by the name of Hatomi. Hatomi is my waifu.
Who is Hatomi?
I don't know. Not a bird. When are you gonna discontinue Golden Star Dove? It's gotten really lame, and it just feels like he's run out of ideas with all the new characters he introduces. Hey, what is this? Do you know how long Mr. Takakishi Po labored in obscurity, even after he made his debut in high school? Living the ignominious life of a non-serialized author. Even when he could get serialized positions, he was never popular in questionnaires, so he'd always be dropped. You cannot possibly comprehend how he suffered. And then he came to me, to Golden Weekly. He was the first artist whose cereals worked out for me. I like his muesli. We've struggled all this way together, like unfortunate twins joined at the hip and so shamefully forced to run in every three-legged race ever. Do you have any idea how much sweat and how much tears and how much of his own lifeblood is poured into Golden Star Dove? You don't, do you? You know nothing of the joy of a long-running series, you disgusting Philistine. So don't go talking about discontinuing it. Jeez. Well then, next one. Things sure seem lively in there. I wish he'd opened the door already. On the contrary, he seems to be ignoring us entirely. I can't believe a disgrace like this is allowed on campus. It's most vexing. You two having trouble? The hero always makes his appearance when everybody's in a pickle, right? Yuya! No one asked for you to show up. Wait, what are you carrying? I've got permission to force my way in. Gotta protect the peace and tranquility of the campus after all. I'm going to break this door down whether it's locked or not. Get back a little. The second one is from Testy Robin.
What?
Your name isn't altered or something.
No.
At this moment, it's still the original name. So, Robin, you suddenly. Did you send something there?
Maybe.
I'm tired of the reversible dust jackets. Come up with a more interesting bonus, or I'm not buying your magazine anymore. Then don't buy it. Why would we want readers as low-minded as you anyway? Don't you think something is wrong with this trend among publishers of trying to outcompete each other through bonus items? A magazine should be judged by what's inside. That is where the competition lies. Do not be fooled by those frivolities. The real autism lies sparkling with it. That's as far as you go, Nishiki Kojitori. Put your wings behind your head. What is a high school student doing with that thing?
Well, would you like to know?
Did you know, mister? It's a must-have item for any fashionable teenage boy.
This is not America.
We have you surrounded. Come quietly and don't try anything. Let's make this as nice as possible, shall we? I don't want to have to shoot you. Not very much anyway. That rifle. Ah, I see. So you're with JB. Very well, I shall withdraw for today. But one day, this school shall be mine. Darn it, there goes another window. If you're going to go leaping out of a window, at least open it first. Anyway, we've secured the broadcast room. We're short on time, so you should probably get started. Right, thank you, Yuya. But where does he keep getting those things? Now then, let's try this again. The how and why of Saint Pigeonations. Here's the question box. I'll be joining in today. This time we've got questions from Westerners. My English isn't very good, so Sakuya will be helping out. Already in high school and you still can't use English? Your future is bleak indeed. I'm not planning to go overseas, so it won't be that bad. I hope. Alright, first question. From one SSFSX17. That sounds more like a password than a handle. What is Hyoko's favorite weapon? The bow, the sword or the spear? Huh? Can you answer that, Kara? Hyoko's favorite weapon?
He translated it back in Japanese. That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, a few years ago she really liked the bamboo pole, but I think lately she's been using the copper sword more. A copper sword for hunting? Wouldn't it be a bit dull for that? It doesn't cut very well, but she said it doesn't matter because she just bludgeons everything to death anyway. Alright, let's keep going. We are a little short on time, thanks to a certain someone. This one is for you, Sakuya. It's from Rabbit Doubt. Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Never! Hey, translate it into English first. Or Japanese, I guess. Since this is the English release, but I don't really need you here at all. But if we started cutting just whole characters out of scenes just because language barrier jokes don't really work, then things would get pretty confusing pretty quickly, right? Sakuya, please let me touch your feathers. I want to touch your feathers. Why should I let myself be touched by common riffraff? Well, that's too bad, Rabbit Doubt. Maybe I'll let you touch them if you become nobility. This one's anonymous. And there's another mouse click. What are your thoughts on Brian Pigeon? Do you consider his blog to be quality literature? What are your thoughts about... Let's skip the translation shit. On second thoughts, maybe it would be okay if you didn't bother repeating everything after all. Look here, peasant! I've got one job on this lousy show. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. Is that clear? Okay. Anyway, Brian. Wait, who? Don't you even know that, you ignoramus? He's a great pigeon from the great land of Great Britain and the very first intellectual Columbid. Go Google Brian Pigeon for the good of us all. Whoa! But this blog is in English. English localization or no, I still can't read it. Of course it's in English. He lives in London. His posts may even count as fine literature. At the very least, they're culturally quite valuable. They will definitely leave a mark on avian history to come.
I will really read every post ever released. I need to do that in my life.
We are going to do that.
It's a life goal.
Wow, he must be really important. I'll have to work hard on my English so I can read his blog. Here's the last one. It's anonymous too. It's for Son. I love you. Oko-san loves you too. Sakuya, I understood that. Don't act so proud, neophyte. I guess that's about it for today. Indeed, we shall have to cut this session short. It's almost time for school to close. Let us make a smooth exit. Yep. Bye bye, everybody.